Let's make an espresso martini. If you are new here, I am obsessed with espresso martinis. I have loved them since the first sip of an espresso martini. I cannot tell you when was my first espresso martini or where I was, but I just know that it was bomb. So we're gonna make that today. First thing you are going to need, and I'm not gonna say this is mandatory, but it'll add to the aesthetic and the look of a martini, is a martini glass, okay? Second thing you'll need is, I have a set of bartending materials. Shout out to a couple Christmas ago, my friends were like, hey, you have an alcohol problem. You like to drink, learn how to make drinks.
I don't have a problem.
And so yeah, so here we are. And so I've had this for so many Christmases and I have not perfected my drink making. I think the last time my friends were over here, I made a drink and it was like 90% alcohol, 5% juice, 5% ice.
Damn.
And that is not the vibes you want to give off. So this series, I am going to be trying new drinks and things of that nature and learning how to make different cocktails. But I wanted to start off with something I know for sure I can absolutely make without a menu, without directions or recipes. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this out. This was already rinsed. You can see there's water in there, okay? So rinse your things before you use it. I'm not saying groundbreaking things.
Oh, you're nasty.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill up my shaker with ice because I like my espresso martini chilled. If you are somebody that likes it room temp or whichever, leave out the ice. BRB, I'm gonna grab ice. Got our ice. I'm gonna move our glass to the side. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add our vodka. If you are new here, espresso martinis have vodka in them. I've tried to make an espresso martini with tequila. Not to say it didn't taste good, but it didn't have the same punch. It didn't have the same hit. So we're gonna stick with the vodka. So I got our Kettle One vodka. Every time I've had an espresso martini that was like chef's kiss, it's been with Kettle One vodka. So we're just gonna keep that going. So I'm gonna go ahead, crack that open. And I'm gonna go ahead and, I may not use measurement for the other stuff, but when it comes to the liquor, we're using measurement because we wanna be better, right? We don't wanna be 90% alcohol.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the one, I don't know if you can see it, the 1 ounce side, and I'm gonna do 2 shots of vodka. Ooh. And don't be shy, fill it up to the brim, y'all. Don't be cheap. Ooh. Oh my gosh, the other thing is bartending is like super messy. Like nobody talks about that. Okay, so we got our vodka. The next thing you must have, if you like a lighter color espresso martini, you have to have a liqueur. You can use whatever you want to use, but I'm gonna use my Bailey's. It's tried and true and has never done me wrong. The one I got was salted caramel. So today's theme is pretty much salted caramel espresso martini. I know that some people like to use Kahlua and some other liqueur. That's absolutely okay. Now, here's when the ancestors start to speak to me. I don't measure my Baileys, and we're not gonna have judgment. It's kind of like when you season food. You just go until the ancestors tell you to stop.
And you go, girl.
And the sound effects doesn't help. It's crazy. And that's it. That was a splash. Ooh, that was a splash. Where's that video of that lady that was pouring that Grey Goose?
2 shots of vodka.
She's my kind of girl. Pour her. I want to hear a couple, you know what I mean? I want to know that it's in there.
What?
Next things next is you want to use a cold brew. I know some people are like, oh, I like to brew coffee and then whatever. You can absolutely do that. This is the quick and efficient #lazy girl cocktail. I bought stock. I love this cold brew, especially for espresso martinis because it's strong and it's sweet-ish. It's sweet enough. So this one I got is an espresso blend, and this is the darkest roast, still smooth. So I like to use dark roast when I am using or doing espresso martinis, because I just feel like, it just tastes better. It has a more like rich taste. Once again, till the ancestors tell me to stop. They told me to stop. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and shake her up. I was attempting to make a different drink last night, and just to see like what would be my next drinks to make. And when I tell y'all, carbonated drinks do not go in the shaker. Fun fact. YouTube it.
Message.
And I never know when to like stop shaking. So I'm just gonna go. That feels pretty natural, feels pretty good. Grab your glass. Hopefully I don't have to say this, but wash your glass before you know, don't be nasty.
You're a little nasty.
Go ahead and pour up. Ooh, let me give y'all the zoom in. Ooh. Yes, get into it.
Don't that look good?
Hopefully I poured enough. Oh, dang, just enough. Okay. Righty, but we're not done, ladies and gentlemen. Something that I tried that's gonna be new. Usually I get a whipped cream. I got cold foam, and it is, you guessed it, salted caramels, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna go ahead and snap that off. I suck at whipped creaming things, so please bear with. Yeah, see, that's a lot of cold foam. And then this part is controversial, ladies and gentlemen, a garnish. Every drink needs to have some type of garnish. We're making an espresso martini. So you guessed it, we need coffee beans. I'm gonna go ahead and I have these coffee beans that I got from Cuba that I have not made into like ground it down. So I'm like, oh, this is a perfect garnish. There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And there we have an espresso martini. Let's give it a taste test. Bomb.com. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down the ingredients and the things I use for this. As always, stay blessed, stay black, stay happy, and always remember to be alive and well. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this and probably make me another one.
I don't have a problem.
This is Drinks with Casey. So good.
You can trust in me. I can, you said.